Hi ladies, Michelle from Fitness Health Club here. Hope you are well. Today I've got a nice stretch and mobility session for you. We're going to get onto the stretching side in a second, but first we're just going to do a small warm up. It's always good before we do a stretch session to get the blood flowing into those muscles. So what I'll get you to do is jump up with me. We're going to start with 10 reps on a few different exercises. So we're going to start off with leg swings. So grab onto a door handle or something for balance, and then just swinging that leg from side to side 10 times. Once you've done that 10 times on one side, switching around 10 times on the other side. We're then going to move on to just getting some blood flow to our upper body with 10 air punches forward like that, and then 10 air punches up above like that. Then to finish off, 10 knee ups. So 1, 2, just like that, driving up through those hip flexors, 10 one side and then 10 the other. All right, then we should be nice and warm and ready for our stretch session. Getting started with those leg swings, ladies. Remember, it's 10 each side. Nothing crazy, we're just warming up through those legs, through those hip flexors. Once you've done 10 one side, swapping over to 10 on the other side. Once we've done those leg swings, getting onto our punches, 10 gentle punches forward and then 10 punches up above our head. We're onto our knee ups, so just a little step backwards, driving that knee up. Going back to our leg swings if you've got time again. Remember, this is a 3-minute warm up. We're just going to do these 3 exercises until the siren goes. Got 30 seconds left on the clock, ladies, finishing off our warm-up, then we'll get started on our stretch session. Ladies, for the first part of our stretch today, we are going to start on the floor. I've got 5 stretches for you, and we're going to spend 30 seconds in each stretch, 10 seconds just to adjust into the next stretch, and then back into it. And we're going to go through 3 times just to stretch out those muscles as much as possible. So for the first one, we're just going to do a really nice total body stretch. Not much involved in this. We're just going to lie on the floor, legs out straight and hands behind our head, and just really stretching out as much as we can. So bringing those feet forward, arms above our head like that. Then for the next stretch, we are going to again lie on the floor, one leg flat, bringing one knee in towards our body like this, Once you've done that, just sort of sit up into the stretch. So bringing your nose to your knee as much as feels comfortable for you. If it feels better to place your head on the ground, you can do that as well. 30 seconds each side. Then we're going to sit up, bend one knee, and with the other, just place your ankle over your knee, pressing it down towards the ground. You should feel a really good stretch through that side that's on or above on your knee and stretching out like that. Again, 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other. Let's get stretching. We've got our total body stretch starting now. So lying flat on your back, stretch those legs out straight in front of you and stretching those arms out behind your head. Getting a really good full body stretch here. Got our knee to body, so you're going to again lie on your back. One leg is going to be flat on the ground and you're going to draw your knee in towards your chest. Once you've done that, if you can, just sit up into it a little bit so our nose is heading in towards our knee. Let's swap sides here. So now one leg straight and having the opposite knee coming in towards your nose. We're going to stretch here for 10 more seconds, ladies. Alright, sitting up for our next stretch, we are going to be sitting down. One knee is going to be bent and we're going to place our other heel on that knee. Press that knee down towards the ground and you should feel this through your glute, through your hip flexors. Adjust your body slightly if you do need to here so you get the most stretch possible. Pressing that knee down towards the ground will increase that stretch. And swapping sides for us, so bending the other leg and the opposite ankle is going across. Alright, going back into our total body stretch for a second round now. So lying down on the ground, really stretching those arms and legs out as far as you can go. Remember, you can really breathe into all of these stretches as well. So close your eyes if you want to, take a few deep breaths, relax those muscles. And staying on our back, we've now got our knee to body, so one leg is straight. We're going to bring the opposite knee in towards our chest. When's comfortable, you can sit up slightly into this stretch, bringing your knee to your nose. got 10 more seconds left on this stretch. And swapping sides for us, so opposite knee coming in towards our chest. Again, breathe into this stretch, so taking some deep breaths for us. And sitting up, we've now got our psoas and glute stretch. Let's see if we can press our knee a little bit further into the ground this time, getting a little bit more out of our stretch. And swapping sides for us. Breathe into that glute, into that hip flexor. Alright, we've done those stretches for 2 rounds. We're going to do one more time through, really trying to get a little bit more out of our stretches for the 3rd round. Extending those arms up above our head, legs out in front of us. You can try and walk those heels a little bit further forward if possible. And knee to body, so one leg straight, other leg bent in towards our body. Trying to sit up a little bit higher into this stretch this time. Last 10 seconds. And swapping sides for us, so bring the other knee in towards our chest. Finishing off with our glute stretch, so we're sitting up, arms behind us, knee bent, and again really trying to stretch as much as you can into this. And swapping sides for us. This is the last time through before we've got a bit of a break. Last 10 seconds. Great job, ladies. In this next part, we've got two stretches that we're going to do. The first one is going to be for our lower back and also our lats. So we're going to be on all fours like this, hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. You're going to place one hand on your lower back like this, and from there, just rotating through that lower and mid back up like this. We want our eyes to look up towards our elbow or towards the ceiling like that. Holding that for 30 seconds and then changing sides and twisting across. Now, if you are quite tight through there, you'll notice you won't get much movement at all. That's all right. That's what we're working on. And hopefully in round 2 and round 3, you'll start to get a little bit more movement. Once we've done that one, we're going to lie on our back, one leg straight, one knee bent, twisting over our body, arm out to the side like this and pressing down on our knee towards the floor. Again, stretching out through that lower back and our glutes for 30 seconds. And then we'll swap sides, other leg over, and twisting across like that. Once again, I'll pop 30 seconds on the clock and we're going to go through each stretch 3 times. Let's go. For our first stretch, setting up with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, placing your right hand on your lower back and really rotating up towards the sky. We want our eyes to follow our elbow up towards the ceiling. Remember, if you are tight through those lats and through your lower back, you might find it difficult to get that rotation. That's okay, that's what we're working on. So just rotate as much as possible and hopefully in the second round you'll be able to feel it a bit more. Swapping sides on this. You'll notice there's always one side that's a little bit tighter than the other, and one side you might get a little bit more of a rotation in. We're stretching out our lower back now, so lying flat on your back, bending one knee across your body, place your hand on your knee to press down a little bit further and make sure the opposite arm is out in front of you. Swapping sides on this, so opposite knee across our body. We've got 10 more seconds on this stretch, ladies. Again, setting up on those hands and knees, placing our right hand on our lower back, rotating our elbow up towards the ceiling and let your eyes follow. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a rotation now. Remember, we're working through our lower to mid back. swapping sides on this stretch, so left arm on our lower back, rotating up towards the ceiling. You can breathe into this stretch again, really feeling that rotation through the lower and mid back. Back onto our back, lying down flat, taking one knee and popping it over our body. Again, breathing into that lower back and glute. We're going to hold for another 10 seconds. And swapping sides for me, opposite knee across our body, really stretching out as much as you can. Great job, ladies. We're going to go through these stretches one more time. So setting up on our hands and knees, right hand on your lower back and getting a really good twist through that lower to mid back. How are we going with this stretch? Are we able to get a little bit more of a rotation than we were at the start? Try and rotate a little bit more for the last 10 seconds. Alright, and swapping sides for me. Again, try and rotate a little bit more through that lower to mid back, really stretching out. And finishing off stretching through that lower back, so lying flat on our back. One knee is bent and then twisted over our body. Breathing into this one, holding for another 10 seconds. And swapping sides for me, so changing knees that are going across our body. Having our eyes closed if you want to, taking some deep breaths, relaxing through this stretch. Ladies, to finish off, you are going to join me on the floor for a couple of shoulder stretches, starting off in a child's pose position like this. One arm forward, one arm tucked in towards our body, and really just stretching out through those shoulders, lower back as well, like that. Then we'll swap sides and go into the other shoulder. And then to finish off, we will be lying on our back like this, elbows and wrists touching the floor, keeping them on the floor as we slowly slide our arms up above our head and back down again like that. Again, stretching out through our shoulders. All right, let's go. Working on stretching out through those shoulders for our last stretch for the day, ladies. So really stretching into that one arm that's out in front of you. And swapping sides for me, so other arm out in front, opposite arm in towards your body, really stretching down into that shoulder. And to finish off, we are going to lie on our back, making sure your elbows and your wrists are flat on the mat or the floor. And then slowly, keeping your elbows and wrists on the floor, slide up towards your head and back down. You should really feel this through the back of the shoulders. You may not be able to move your arms all the way up, that's totally fine. Just move up as high as you can and stop where your wrists and your elbows start lifting up off the ground. We're almost there. Well done, ladies. I hope you enjoyed our stretch and mobility session for today. Remember to get the most out of these workouts. It's a really good idea to do them a couple of times a week for a few weeks to really let your muscles ease into those stretches and adjust. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.